Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Officer Campbell, you understand you are still under oath from yesterday?
Correct.
All right, you may continue.
In addition to obtaining a video as well as capturing photographs and processing physical evidence, what do you recall collecting pieces of physical evidence throughout the residence?
Throughout the residence, yes.
Specifically, did you collect a soup pot from the kitchen?
I did.
If I could get item number 18, please. Approach what's been pre-marked as State's Exhibit 354 for identification, and ask if you recognize this box, ma'am.
I do.
And if you would explain to members of the jury what it is.
It is the box that contains the stock pot that was on the stove.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're going to move the microphone. There you go. Say that again.
Again, if you could describe what...
It's the box that contains the stock pot that we found on the stove.
Did you have a napkin?
I did.
Ask you to break the seal on that. If you could just hold it up, I think that would be sufficient.
Like, out of nothing.
And again, where was that located in the residence?
This was on the stove.
And we'll move that in as State Exhibit 354.
Yeah, exactly.
No, Your Honor, subject to.
Yes. And the received is Exhibit 354.
Did you also collect a cell phone, ma'am?
If it has my name on it, I did. I don't recall specifically. There was a lot of evidence on that scene.
Would assist you in looking at the package?
It would, yes.
Feel free to this way.
Thank you. I'm going to show you what's been pre-marked as State's Exhibit 355 for identification. Do you recognize that?
Yes.
And if you would, tell us what that is.
It is the pink cell phone that was on the kitchen counter.
And at this point, we move that in as State's Exhibit 355.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
All right, folks, the court has received Exhibit 355, purports to be a cell phone. I want to clarify to you, this physical cell phone itself is what is in evidence, not the electronic contents. So, if during deliberations, if you look at that cell phone, you cannot bring out a cord, charge it up, and open it up and go through it, okay? It's just the physical phone that's in evidence.
And Officer Campbell, did you also collect an empty oxycodone pill bottle from the kitchen that were in your photographs?
Yes.
While we're looking for that, ma'am, did you also collect 2 wallets?
Yes, sir.
And from your photographs yesterday, can you describe where those wallets physically were?
Where they were?
Yes.
They were on the table in the eating kitchen.
Pre-marked as State's Exhibit 356 for identification, and ask you to recognize that package.
Yes, sir. It's the keys as well
As well
as the 2 wallets.
If you could, there's a seal on that. If you could
The
just
first wallet.
remember the jury what we're looking at.
This is the first wallet that was on the table in the kitchen. It's got the driver's license of Lisa Guy in it.
And as part of your duties and responsibilities, you also inventory the contents of that wallet.
That is traditionally what we did. I don't think that I was personally the one who did that for this, in this case. The next item in the bag is a brown man's wallet. And this one has the driver's license of Joe Michael Guy with an address of Golden View Lane. And then there's a set of keys for a Kia vehicle.
We move this in as state collected exhibit 356.
Any objection?
Going back to the pill bottle now. Do you recall where you recovered that pill bottle from?
It should say on the packaging if it's the pill bottle in the kitchen.
Showing it's been pre-marked as State's Exhibit 357 for identification. You tell us what's in that bag.
Yes, this is the empty prescription bottle that was on the kitchen counter.
We moved that in as State's Exhibit 357.
Any objection? Be 357.
Did you also collect a purse from the same table in the downstairs dining room?
I did in the eat-in kitchen. That table is where the purse was.
Showing what's been pre-marked as State's Exhibit 358 for identification.
Yes, so this is the purse, the magazine, and then there was some cash sitting on the table as well. This is all three of those items.
We moved that in 358.
358.
Did you also collect a doorknob with a real estate lock attached to it?
Yes.
Showing what's been pre-marked as State's Exhibit 359 for identification. Ask if you can identify that.
Yes, so this is the doorknob with the real estate lock attached to it that was in the kitchen sink. Remember in the pictures it was in some fluid.
Ask if you could break the seal on that. You could hold that up to the or describe what it is.
It's a blue real estate lock with a doorknob, half of a doorknob attached to it. And you can hear that there's a key or something inside.
States Exhibit 359. Condition where you found that lockbox, did you mention it was in fluid?
Yes, sir.
Do you recall collecting gloves at the residence at 11434 Golden View Lane?
I do.
Show you what's been pre-marked in States Exhibit 360 and ask if you can describe what the package is.
So these are the two gloves that were on the kitchen counter near the pill bottle. There's two of them in there.
Move that into States Exhibit 360.
Objection to the 360.
Did you also collect a bleach sprayer on the kitchen floor,
I did.
as well as a roll of black trash bags?
Yes.
Show you what's been pre-marked in States Exhibit 361. Ask if you can recognize that.
Yes, this is the bleach sprayer that was in the box, the green box on the kitchen floor, and a roll of black plastic trash bags.
Ask if you can break the seal.
This is the roll of trash bags with multiple ones attached. And this is the bleach sprayer.
And the black and color substance on that, you would explain to the members of the jury what you believe that to be.
So this is fingerprint dust from where we've processed it for latent fingerprints.
Now we move that into States Exhibit 361.
Objection will be 361.
Did you also collect several bottles of bleach?
I did.
Showing what's been pre-marked in States Exhibit 362, and I ask if you can identify that package.
Yes, so this is 2 bottles of bleach that were in the kitchen floor there when you first made entry into the residence, that large pile of all that other stuff. There was bottles of bleach in there as well.
Ask you to break the seal and show them everything.
This is the first bottle.
And again, the black in color appearing substance on it.
That's fingerprint powder.
States Exhibit 362.
Objection will be 362.
You also have comments to the bottle of muriatic acid and baking soda.
I did.
So what's been pre-marked as States Exhibit 363, identification, ask if you could with that package is.
This is a bag of baking soda and a bottle of muriatic acid.
And if you would break the seal on that.
This is the baking soda. It's 13.5 pounds. And this is the bottle of muriatic acid.
In regard to the muriatic acid, is there some volume of substance missing from that bottle?
I don't recall if it was open or not.
Put that in the States Exhibit 363.
Objection, it'll be 363.
And in the course of your investigation, did you also collect buccal swabs and other DNA swabs from within the residence?
We did not collect any buccal swabs within the residence because those are cheek swabs, but we did collect swabs.
Okay. And did you also collect buccal swabs not at the residence?
Correct. Yes.
Specifically from Joe Guy Jr.?
I did.
On that approach, John? Showing first what's been pre-marked as States Exhibit 364 for identification. You recognize that text?
I do. This is a set of buccal swabs, which are cheek swabs, from the defendant.
And if you would describe to the members of the jury what you do when you take buccal swabs from the interior of someone's mouth.
Well, we have just large Q-tips, essentially, and then we just gently kind of scrape the inside of the cheek of the person whose swabs we're collecting, so that we have their DNA standard.
Now we move that into State's Exhibit 364.
Any objection?
Subject to, of course, you know, what Bob mentioned earlier, essentially, this evidence is objected to, but no additional objection.
No additional objection. It'll be 364.
Next, showing you what has been pre-marked as State's Exhibit 365 for identification. You could describe what that package is.
These are swabs that we recovered on scene from the handle and lid of the stock pot that was on the stove.
In the process of taking swabs from a piece of equipment or a pot, how is that different than what you did with Mr. Guy?
So in this kind of situation, what we would traditionally do, because the pot surface on the exterior is dry, so we would do a technique that we refer to as wet swab, dry swab, where we would dampen one of the two swabs that come in the set and run the damp one along with the dry one right behind it at the same time on the surface to be swabbed, so that it collects, first moistens, and then the first one moistens and the second one collects the possible DNA, what we refer to as touch DNA.
We move that into State's Exhibit 365.
Without further objection, it'll be 365.
Next showing has been pre-marked as State's Exhibit 366 for identification. Do you recognize that package?
This is 6 sets of buccal swabs from the defendant.
And those swabs that you physically took.
Yes.
We move that in as State's Exhibit 366.
366 without further objection.
And the last showing what's been pre-marked as State's Exhibit 367 for identification. Do you recognize that package?
Yes, sir. This is an additional set of buccal swabs from the defendant.
Again, is that buccal swabs that you physically took from Joe Guy Jr.?
Yes, sir.
We move that in as State's Exhibit 367.
367.
Is that the entirety of the physical evidence that you took from 11434 Golden View Lane on November 28th, 29th, and 30th of 2016?
I couldn't tell you specifically without looking at the property list to see if there was anything else that I had personally collected.
We'll pass it on, Cheryl.
Good morning again. The liquid that was in the sink, was that tested, or was that first preserved and second was it tested?
We did collect a sample of it, and I'm not sure if it got sent off for testing or not.
But you did collect a sample of it?
We did.
Thank you.
Anything else, John?
Just briefly, with regard to the lockbox, based on your training and experience, did it appear that there was other substance in the sink beyond water?
I thought that it might be water and bleach mixed together, but I have no way of confirming that.
Thank you. Not further.
Any further remarks?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you, Officer Kimberly. You may step